All right, let's work on bass clef. Okay, so we have our staff here, our 5 lines, and our bass clef, which is left hand piano, usually. First, let's just go through the notes. I want to focus on the notes in the staff. So to master all of these, first, right below the staff, which is technically a space note, is F. And then we go up to G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, back to B, and C. And what's cool about this C is that it is actually middle C. So it's the same C that falls below the treble clef. It's right above the bass clef. So you can memorize that one pretty easily. We can always use our guides, our funny phrases guides, to memorize the notes. I stacked up the line notes starting on E, which is, we started on F in the last ones. E is right below with the line through it. And with that, you can always use the phrase, elephants get big diapers forever. The line notes, elephants get big diapers forever. E, G, B, D, and F. And then if you need, that's A, if you want to think of something for A. Okay, and then our space notes, the first note we went over before, F, A, C, E, which spells face, because face is in the space, just like with treble clef. But it starts below the staff instead of right in this first space. So technically, it's a third below treble clef. All right. But I want to work on creating hook notes so that you can find any note. If you have these 3 in mind really strongly, for example, if you know F really well and you have to find this note, you can simply go F, G, and A. Or let's say this one, you know G pretty well, that goes to A. Or you can, let's see, count backwards. So you have G, F, E, D, C. So these are 3 really good notes to memorize. G, bottom line. C is the second space. I like having you guys remember C. F is the one right between the dots. And I don't know, you can kind of look at this as an F. I think nobody agrees with me that it has an F shape. But F is right between that line. Okay, so we're going to do some flashcards to get those notes, those 3 notes really strong. And remember, the notes we're looking at are G, C, and F. But I'm going to take those away. G, C, and F. First, what note is this? And this one is G. This is C. And there's your F. C. There's G. And F. C in the space, the second space. F, the line between the dots. And G, bottom line. Okay, how about answer this one quickly. What note is that? It's a C. What note? F. Okay, so I'm gonna push very well. I'm gonna push the guide. I'm gonna have this here so you can always reference when we work through the rest of the notes. Okay, so this next part will be good practice for bass clef. You can repeat this section to practice sight reading. And you can use this. You can also use face in the space, F-A-C-E, or the line notes, elephants get big diapers forever. But I want you really looking here, having those notes. Hopefully you've strengthened them with the last practice. But yeah, keep those ones in mind. And I'll give you a few seconds for each note to guess. What is this note? F. Actually, sorry, we will go up first. Review again. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, now let's do the flashcards. This note is D. G. F. C. F. There's B. A. There's G. And one note up from G, that's A. And this one, we know that the line is F, so one note below F is E. There's B. Okay, this note. We know that this second line is C, one note up is D. There's G. One of our hook notes, there's F. Another hook note, another hook note, C. F. B. A. There's G. And A. There's E. B. And we'll finish there. So make a note of which notes you had trouble with. So write down the notes that were difficult for you. We'll continue to work on those, then maybe even practice writing them out on a piece of paper. It's good to practice all of these. You can download or buy some staff paper and draw up the notes and label them. Also, you can continue to watch this again to work on the flashcards. All right, good luck with the bass clef.